Alright, this time I even pushed the right buttons. So we actually get picture. So we have Tegero back, our bounty hunter. You might notice that this looks slightly different than it did before. Two reasons for that. One is that this is the first time we're streaming on the new PC setup, and so that means the game is actually being played and rendered in 4K, but then streamed only in 720p. So that's why the UI elements are a bit smaller. Also, I let my subscription for Star Wars The Old Republic run out. Both just because, the new content, I've played it, and so didn't really need to pay to get the new content. And second, it seemed like a nice way of showing how this game is different when you're not a subscriber. Now, to be fair, I should mention that I'm a so-called preferred player now. So there is 3 classes of player. There is a subscriber with a current subscription. There is free-to-play, which is, has never paid anything. It has just downloaded the game and is playing it. And preferred is a player that has slightly more, that has at some point spent money on Star Wars The Old Republic. And you get a few changes in the detailed limits of the game. So what happens when you go back from subscriber to preferred, or if you're free-to-play? Well, since you might have more, one of the differences is the number of active characters that you can have. I think the difference is 16 for a 16 for a preferred player and 21 for a subscriber. And so what that means is they deactivate all your characters if you have more, or just in general, and you have to explicitly activate the ones that you want to be able to play. And once you've hit your limit of 16 characters, that's it. You cannot deactivate and then reactivate characters. So yeah, and for example, no, I could actually create a character because I'm at 14 of the 16 limit, I think. Well, anyway, so it's that's how it goes. So let's click activate and activate this character. Confirm that you want to make this character active for your account. This will use one of your available character activations. You currently have 15 character slots available on this server, 15 globally. Oh, it's actually only 15. So that means if I activate all of the characters, I won't be able to do that. Yeah, I definitely need more characters, especially since I only have characters on, I think 4 servers. And, if you have the limit on 4 of the servers, then that's it. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what servers are, there is a button down here, this little box with flying lines next to it. If you click... Oh, you can't see that because it's behind my logo. Well, but here in the lower left is a little box, and that has the server selection behind it. So you have to pick a server that goes with your friends or goes with where you are. So I'm saying this in this order because, of course, ideally you would pick a server where you are, because then you get... because, then the ping time is better and things like that, so the game will just run more stable. But that said, of course, if you have friends in the US that play this game, for instance, or you are in the US and have friends in Europe, then you, of course, want to pick one of those servers that your friends are on, because you cannot cross-play between servers. So I'm currently on Starforge. Like my main characters are on Darth Malgus because that's like the English European server. And I've created some on the other servers depending on what languages I speak. I didn't go on the French server because I didn't want to end up, speaking English in chat and someone getting angry at me or whatever. Maybe I'll do that one day if I need more character slots and don't want to subscribe. But anyway, let's go into Starforge, which is the newest server, and get playing, I guess. The Great Hunt begins. The next phase in Pirel's plan is to sabotage his superior's attempts to control a local insectoid menace. Sonic emitter in hand, Tech Arrow departs to stir up one of the creature's nests. So that's what we're doing. We're doing jobs for Imperials that want to make their superiors look bad. So I'm not sure, I think I'll turn down the game audio a little bit. Because it's surprisingly loud for me. Alright, so here we are. Oh, that's the trainer for the Imperial agents. Okay. Just wondering what this character was doing. Alright, so let's bring up our map. Oh, we have another operation that we're supposed to do. So let's see if we can't get to that as well. Oh, by the way, so differences between preferred players and others. One of the differences is you have a limit, or between subscribers and other players, is you have a limit on how many bars you can have at the bottom of your screen. So there is this button that lets you, like, pick a layout. There is unlock additional quick bars where you could buy more bars for cartel coins. They recently increased that limit though, because like at higher levels you get more abilities and things like that. The nice thing is you can actually make an account-wide unlock to get more bars. But really, if you're a subscriber, you don't really need that. And otherwise, once you've been subscribed, you can keep your quick bars. I think you have a limit of either 2 or 4. And of course, I don't think that counts this switcher here. Oh, there's actually only 2 in there? Oh, probably yeah, like here you have you can switch between quick bars, which of course is slightly annoying. The music is quite loud, you say. Let's see if we can get the music a little down as well. And maybe go to 60 overall volume. Just to not be quite as loud. So let's talk to this person and see what they want from us.
Hunter, you look like a man who's seen blood. Good.
The battle for Balmorra can only be won with blood, sweat, and tears. Our sweat, their blood and tears.
The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. We're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
Where do I come in?
The old government's sending generators to the resistance, powering their artillery. The resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
I signed up to serve the Empire, and I intend to do it.
From the looks of you, I'd say you mean it.
The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmoran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire.
Alright. And we even got a level. Nice. Alright, so one thing I'm just seeing that I want to see if I can change is it user interface? Where I can, like, the subtitles seem a little small. I'm not sure they're still readable on stream. So if I can, I'll make those larger. If I can only find those settings. Missions. Conversation display subtitles, but I don't think there's a text size. Maybe under graphics. Tree quality, well. I don't think we have a setting for that. Okay. Nope, doesn't look like it. Maybe turn off the chat here just in case someone posts something that I don't want streamed. Okay. There was something. Cooldown text. No, okay. I guess we can't switch it. But let's see where we're supposed to go now. I guess we're supposed to take a trip over here and over here. So I guess let's try the canyon first, because that seems to be the important area. Who's running in circles there? I didn't notice actually because I was reading. Was that anyone here? Maybe it was just someone hoping.
At your service, sir.
To annoy someone.
Travel route is confirmed.
I kind of like this thing that you can just, like, that you have these taxis and can fly with them from one point to the other, and that you actually see the area you're flying over. World of Warcraft has that as well. Sadly, one of the expansions in Star Wars The Old Republic actually changed this, so you don't actually have the flyover, and it's just like you fly off, fade to black, and you're coming in. And I'm really sad. Well, the player and their companion probably. I didn't actually pay attention to that. Okay, let's see, where do we... I think that platform ends, doesn't it? Yeah. Do I need to get down there? This is an area where I keep getting, you know, ending up on the wrong layer and then not being able to get from point A to point B. So it's always a little difficult. So that's the part of the bridge, and we need to get somewhere over there. Let's see how we can get there. What's this? Oh, it's the Hammer Station flashpoint. Okay. Yeah, flashpoints are the things that you can do multiplayer. Or alone. So I'm not gonna do that right now because they're kind of fairly intense and take a little while. And I like it's kind of a nice trick that you can just shortcut a little bit by finding a building nearby so it's not quite as far. So let's see. I'm not quite at full health right now, but as long as I don't get into big trouble, I should be okay, and that's probably my famous last words. We'll see. That's interesting. What level are you? Level 75. Okay, that's a high level player. Running around here. Because she had a companion that is not part of her story, so usually that means you're a higher level player, because at the higher level there is a point at which you can get like companions that other players have. You don't get all of the companion story though, so it's still worth playing the entire game. If you want to find out who a certain companion is.
Trouble on the way.
Alright. Gotta remember which buttons to push for what. It's actually, at this big screen size, it's actually much more difficult to keep an eye on, like, what I'm doing at the bottom, like what's going on with my abilities at the bottom of the screen. I'm only just realizing that. But, you know, the graphics should look a lot better. I think that worked well. I was trying to find the... that one was it, the 7, where you could just fly around someone and set them on fire. Oh, I think I did this area with the mission of the other class. Because, like, everyone has to slightly... Like, some go down there. So these people are standing, others just blow up the stuff here and leave again. So, it's kind of fun. Did I blow up everything I need? Plant the sonic device, travel to Nar Shaddaa. Oh, here. Oh yeah, right, and some have to plant this device as well. Or what? No, wait. Where is my sonic device planting location? That's weird. Did I trigger something? Or not trigger something? Like, one of the items here was blue, but that only gave me a codex entry. So where am I supposed to plant the device, or is that underground somewhere? Oh, I think I did the... Yeah, okay. So I did the big guns mission now, I think. Is it? Yeah, okay, and that's just kill everyone around if you want to. Okay. That's just the bonus objective. Why that shows up as such a point and not as one of those little radar symbols for the area, I don't know. But anyway, I don't need it. So, where did we want to go now? Down there somewhere. So I guess we'll return to the military workshop. And then see. And now, okay, you want to send me back there.
Travel route is confirmed.
But isn't there another spot nearby that I'm supposed to go to? Yes, this one. Corinth Canyon.
At your service, sir.
Go there. Imperial Outpost. But I think that's down there, isn't it? Oh, okay, that's the other quick travel point, I think. Well, let's just try to generally get
Travel
in
route
that
is
direction. Right. I think I generally don't have the brain for navigating today. Oh. I think that's actually... okay, that's not the right area. So maybe I have to go back to Corinth Outpost after all, because that's where you travel from. We shall see.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Let's try to go there and then take the path. That might work. But it's kind of cool to be able to fly, you know, over everything. Okay, we just went up here. Okay. Let's travel with our little speeder. Okay, yeah, now it has unlocked the map and I see where I'm going. So that's something like, as you see, like if you travel somewhere, it will slowly open up sections of the map as you enter them. And so sometimes that means you have something that's vaguely down in that area and you first need to find a way to travel into it by looking at like the little ends of map that you see here. That could be an exit in the right direction. Let's try that one. A lot of Sith running around today. Hello. Somewhere down there. where? Someone picking a fight with that big animal. Oh, I think it died. So I'll see if I get around here or where that Queen's Nest elevator. I think I'm gonna have to go back there and go down in that closed off area. But I'll try and see what happens if I go here. Whoops. Picked a fight.
You're gonna get it now.
Alright. If you want to pick a fight, you can certainly do that. I guess that bug is back again. They frequently had this bug where suddenly enemies would not fall down. But it's cool, they even have good facial expressions. I like it. You see that? Aw, now it despawned. So let's see, does that go... I don't know if that goes in our direction, but I guess we'll just try. Outpost Victory. Do we have a map now? Okay, I guess I can go down there, and that might be the way we want to go. Whenever those circles show up under you, run away! That's right now you can still stand in those circles and take the fire. But at higher difficulties you'll suddenly find out that you'll find out that oh no, I'm immediately dead. And if you're in like a match with like a team, your healer will be really happy if you bother to actually bother to, you know, avoid your healer will be really happy if you don't stand in the fire, because that's all damage they won't have to try and heal away. And if they're really busy, they might not be able to keep you alive. The nicest way of saying what healers usually do when they see someone standing in fire is the phrase used is "I can't heal, stupid."
I'm not scared of you.
Alright. Shot you folks. No. I didn't really want to pick a fight with you. I just want to continue on. Alright. At least we get loot from each one of them when we have to engage them. Yeah. So there is like this area here, like you see it here. Like it goes, like that was the other exit we went past. And you kind of go like in a little circle, several levels down. It's a fun little bit of level design, I guess. I should probably not forget to turn on my shield occasionally. Especially when fighting this bigger guy. Alright. Area of effect ability is so useful with groups of enemies. Alright. And my companion is happily healing away, so I don't really have to worry about not taking too much damage. That's the, this one, the Deadly Onslaught ability. Unleashes a rapid onslaught of ordnance to up to 8 enemies in the targeted area, while generating 30 heat. So of course heat is always what you have to be a little mindful of. Although not necessarily in this area. Although, I mean, they are about my level, so... And of course the farthest back is the one that drops the loot. So, yeah, I hope the audio is halfway okay now. Or deranged terrorists. And now that's our area where we need to do this mission. Yeah, that's a useful bit of information. Bounty Hunter phase. Your group mates can help you if they are not a bounty hunter, or if they select allow access to same class story areas in the preference window. So that's the whole group play thing I mentioned in an earlier episode, was that if you want to play as a group, best to pick different classes, because then, you know, because here, when I go in here, it's a story that's specific to me, where I make decisions that are specific to my character. And so any other players, of course, if it would be part of their group story, they would make different decisions, and then what, you know, would you be experiencing together? You can't have, you know, like both outcomes of a mission or whatever. And so that's why you usually get
oh boy, I think the noxious coat of slime on everything is the least of our worries. Coming in here was such a bad idea.
And so that's why I usually recommend that you go and alright, that's one of those things where... Oh, now I aggroed the people over there by accident. They'll probably dig out somewhere here. Anyway, that's why I usually recommend that, for example, as a bounty hunter, if you want to play with a friend, have the friend pick the Imperial Agent. or something like that, because they start out on the same planet, but have different class stories. So that means I can just go into this class story with you as an agent, and you know, we're both playing together. Whereas if we were both bounty hunters, then technically, you know, like one of us would go in there and the other one would basically be watching for the decisions. Would get experience, of course, but that's it. And then the other person would have to do that same mission again to actually make their decisions. And so you don't really progress together. And so that's why I recommend that you should usually you know, play as different classes together. Although you can if you want to. I like how these hills kind of like collapse, at least, you know, they don't just disappear completely right away, because of course they can't like save all the damage. Oh, I remember this fight. So, let's talk to the egg. At least. Keep a little bit of an eye out on your companion, because if it's going really badly, then usually your companion's health will start going down, and this is usually the point where you should try to pay more attention to the game. Prepare to face the Collicoid Queen. So that was probably more important in the old game. Yeah. Looked like we were preparing for some sort of jump. Okay. So, but as you see, like, I'm not really... It's not really that difficult, because, like, my companion can heal like nobody's business, and I'm doing reasonable amounts of damage without doing anything but using the, you know, abilities and gear that I get from the game. So, we're done here. Else I wanted to do here? Nope. Okay. And that's yeah, so the game is leveled easy enough that you don't have to worry yet. Like during the leveling, it's fairly straightforward. Alright, let's see. Can we maybe get back to where are we supposed to go? Corinth Outpost. Okay, that's somewhere up to our left. Here, I guess. Although my guess is that's just the transport we're supposed to take. Let's see if we can repair some damage before we forget it.
Do you require medical attention?
And right, sell junk. Repair all. Alright. Let's see, padded weapon case. Small influence gain. Okay, we can always use that later. Generator 38. That's not better, so we'll sell that one. Wristbands, no. Small influence gain. Those are companion gifts, and you can use them, and then your companion will say thanks.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Oh yeah, and as you might have seen here,
Do you require
it says here,
attention?
vendor prices are increased for free-to-play players. So that means if I want to buy something, it's actually a little more expensive. Also, I think selling stuff might not give
Be
us
well.
much. I don't remember. Revan Hex. Yeah, Revan is a character from Star Wars The Old Republic, so, or rather from Knights of the Old Republic.
Travel route is confirmed.
So you'll see that name a lot here. Oh, did you see that? There's like force fields up there and being fired at. Cool. There are some amazing details in this game. I don't know, like some of these could be that I haven't seen them because, you know, they probably turn them off if your graphics aren't at the high settings. I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do. So let's go over to this person and ask them what they want us to do next, because you can be sure that there will be more fetch quests from this one.
You're alive. Magnificent. Frantic reports of collocoid attacks are pouring in from all over the planet. I've included a generous bonus with your payment. Colonel Sartius is going absolutely insane. Once Sartius is removed from his position, Admiral Ivanus will certainly consider my application for a promotion. It's a flawless plan. Don't you agree?
Do I look like someone who knows how to impress admirals?
Well, I am the most qualified.
Wait, Mako disapproved.
You're alive.
Okay, let's do this
Magnificent. Frantic reports of collocoid attacks are pouring in from all over the planet. I've included a generous bonus with your payment. Colonel Sartius is going absolutely insane. Once Sartius is removed from his position, Admiral Ivanus will certainly consider my application for a promotion. It's a flawless plan. Don't you agree?
I was hoping for more.
Well, yes, I've kept it simple so as not to upset the Admiral. How do you think I should approach the Admiral?
Well, we want him to come here, right? Because we're supposed to kill him, so...
Make the Admiral come to you. Show your power.
Interesting. Don't simply offer my name up to the Admiral as a choice to replace Colonel Sartius. Make myself the choice. If things got bad enough here, Admiral Ivanus would want to conduct another inspection. That could be my opportunity to meet and impress him. I need one final brilliant maneuver to arrange my face-to-face meeting with Admiral Ivanus. And I know just what to do. Reports indicate that the Republic forces that stayed on Balmorra after we invaded are training resistant fighters at the Balmorran arms factory.
Why doesn't the Empire just finish off the Republic forever?
If only. There are complications because of their dug-in position and because, of course, of the Colonel's complete incompetence. The Colonel has learned of a secret rendezvous between the Resistance leaders and several off-world allies. His spies planted a homing beacon aboard the Resistance leader's command shuttle. You're going to remove that beacon.
If I remove the homing beacon, the Resistance leaders escape.
Only temporarily. I'll deal with the Resistance once Colonel Sartius is out of my way. You will move the beacon from the shuttle to a garbage transport. The Colonel will swoop in with his warships to find nothing but garbage-sifting Ugnaughts. The shuttle is in the spaceport at the fortified Balmorran arms factory. Be cautious.
Okay. Bolt blasters, leg plates. I think that's what we usually used. Wasn't it? See, yeah, that's all bolt blaster, so I hope that's the right one. Who cares? It's early on in the game. Oh, by the way, you see all these, hey, you're not subscribed reminders, but it's fairly okay. But there are things like, for example, you can't display your legacy surname anymore, and can't pick titles anymore. Now I actually have, but not here, since I clicked a referral link, I actually got a little reward. And got a box. Let's see. We want to go to this one as well and turn in that mission. I got a little box that unlocks some of those abilities for me. So there are ways around this even without paying.
Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Good work, but it looks like the Resistance isn't done yet.
You'd think the Empire would have had an easier time with a ragtag bunch of Resistance fighters.
Used to be we kept the Resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Marcaran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the Resistance back in their place.
That was the conversation bug again, where you suddenly see other players, which should usually be hidden. Not a big bug, but looks a little silly. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Marcaran Plains or to the arms factory. Well, that's moving the homing beacon, so that's the main thing. So I think... Let's see, this is closer, so I guess we'll go down there first. Boop-de-doo, boop-de-doo. Where am I? I'm probably going down here. Oh. Here. This key symbol, by the way, means that you can get to a cargo hold. Yeah, here I have the box. that's the rewards box I got for clicking a referral link, preferred friends bundle. There were, I think 5 items in there. One of them was an extra row of inventory, which I already took out. Like, you can take out an individual one by right-clicking it. And leave the others in there to save space. I think I mentioned that at the beginning. Or you can click take all and get them all out. But then, of course, they take 3 inventory slots. And you cannot use them as long as you're subscribed, these 3. Because you already have, as a subscriber, the ability to unlock character titles. But if I click it now that I'm unsubscribed, it will actually unlock that ability for me. That's why I kept them in there. And it also gives me a crew skill assignment slot, which is for clicking here and then sending one of your companions to, you know, trade in stuff for you or whatever. Trade in your garbage items. Customization control, unify colors. Yeah, that's also always nice. Like, by the way, if you unsubscribe, you see, like, I look like before. Because, oh, and right, we should put on our new pants. That's because it keeps whatever appearance we have selected. Oh, I can hide the head slot. Okay, good. That used to be that you could only do that as a subscriber. And if you click Unify Colors, it will actually try to make them match the chest piece. So that's usually a good thing to do. But let's stick with this because it looks the most bounty hunter. Oh, and maybe let's do some crew assignments just because we have them here. Like, not with Mako, of course, because we'll need her in combat here. So I have 2 crew skills that I selected. There are, like, people with diamonds over their heads on certain planets. Like NPCs where you can select skills. And then you can do these little missions in the background. And it gives you, like, influence with that character, which means, like, you can take, you know, you can level up. You see she's only level 1, a little bit more, whereas Mako is level 9, so while you're not playing the others, you can level them up a little bit by doing the crew skill, sending them on crew skill missions. Oh, I sent Mako, actually. That wasn't quite what I had intended. Oh yeah, so you need to select your companion here.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
Well, I guess let's send all 3. Oh, okay. For your level and subscription status, so I can only send 2 out right now. But that means I can call Shay as my companion for now. Or no, well, it's 1 minute that it'll take. But usually I would have, like, sent Shay on this mission. Anyway, that's something you can do here. By the way, here you can buy speeders. Like, if you plan to subscribe, they periodically have speeders as subscriber rewards. So you might just have an eye on, like, what they say, hey, what's the current subscriber reward? And time your subscription so you are subscribed at the point where that is the reward. Alternately, of course, you can always just buy one from one of those. But then, of course, the speeders are just for the character you bought them for. Or if you buy them in the cartel market with coins, you can then go to your collections and unlock them. So I've done that for a few items.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ah, so Mako already came back. Good. With apparently a good result. Sorry. Got something stuck in my throat. So if you look here, like you could, for example, buy this motorcycle. I can't because I'm like 100 short, but you see, like, they cost 1100.
The results are much better than they appear, Master. You'll see.
So you can click one of those, buy it, and then once you have it, you can go into your collections, which you can also get from that screen, or you can get them from clicking up here. And go for show collected or whatever, and then you see like certain items you've unlocked. But for example, this shirt I bought, it's a cartel item, and that yet now I can say, now it says from another character, so that means if I want it on another character, I have to click here and then pay 60 cartel coins to unlock it. So you always need cartel coins, but then for those 60 extra coins you can claim new copies of this costume on every character. So I can just go and, for example, well, I have the Kakran Dagger Star already. Let's see, is there any item that... Well, for example, I claimed the Senya Holo Trainer. And so if you look here in my inventory, there it is, you know, and I just, like, clicked here, and then I got one. So that's the nice thing about the cartel market items, that you can buy them, and with a little bit extra, you can get them for all characters. So if you like to have lots of characters like I do, then that means, you know, you only buy a sword once, and then every Jedi character you create, for instance, has a lightsaber that you can equip on it right from the start or whatever. You can even... Well, the thing is, with color crystals, it's not quite as easy. Because most of them, like the ones that you get in the cartel market, have stats on them, and you can only use those from, I think, like level 10. So until you are that level, you cannot use those. Oh, there's a side quest, Imperial Messenger. Well, or it's, you know, it's like one of the main quests, kind of.
Hunter, you're that mercenary all the troops have been talking about. Got orders from the planetary governor to find you. You're needed at this war conference, Priority Alpha 1.
Why does the Balmoran governor need me?
The Dark Council sent an emissary, big-time Sith Lord, to personally review the status of the Balmoran occupation. This conference will determine the next stage of the ground campaign. Whole war's about to be decided, and the governor wants your expertise.
This emissary of the Dark Council, what do we know about him?
Sith politics aren't my business. One of Darth Mar's servants is what I hear, but don't know anything else. Assigning black level clearance. No one will cause you trouble. Be quick, though. They're starting any minute.
Alright, so is that right here? Where? Nope. That's somewhere far away. But okay. That's nice, you get that mission in different places, in a different spot. If you're another class. At least I think it's the same mission. nice loot and coins. Got stuck on the wall here. Or maybe, like, I know that when I came here as a Sith, I came from up there, and there the soldier stood. But it could be that they just have two of those soldiers, and that's how they, you know, make sure that you get that mission when you come by. So it says we should go here, so we go here.
Do you know the worst part, Governor?
I didn't.
Exactly. You didn't even own up to your mistakes. That's why the Dark Council gave this planet to me.
The governor's footing my bill. Let the man pay up.
I was going to exact payment in flesh, but if you insist. I am Darth Lacris, and I'm here to cleanse Balmorra. They say you're the best bounty hunter. You're wasted working for those incompetents in Sobrik.
And so here you have a flirt choice, I think our first in this playthrough. Or no, I think we would have been able to flirt with Krista. Which I don't think we're gonna do it this time.
They may be incompetent, but the work pays dividends.
I'm sure it does. You're here because I asked the governor to bring me his best. Balmorra has a problem.
My friends in the Resistance, I won't take much time. The Empire says it owns Balmorra. The Republic says it's yours. We're gone. But you and I know Balmorra's won with sweat and tears, and my boys will stand by your side until everyone knows it.
Grand Marshal Jaquetta, formerly of the Republic Army. Officially, he and his troops went rogue after the Republic withdrew from this sector. Ever since, they've been holed up under siege, aiding the Resistance and fortifying their position. You may have met their scouting parties already.
That was weird. It just looked like I had frame drops on my preview, but it doesn't say it dropped any frames, so I hope that was just the display. And it streamed it out right. Okay.
If these men are ex-Republic, aren't they violating the peace treaty?
Not so long as the Republic government denies any official involvement. Jaquetta and the Resistance are based in the Balmorran Arms Factory, home of the brightest engineers in the galaxy. I'm told the factory's generators are inexhaustible, its defenses cutting edge, its barricades block our scans, giving the Resistance peace and privacy.
No fortress is invincible. There must be a structural vulnerability. Potential traitors in the ranks.
If the governor had done his job, we'd know. But there's no time anymore. Jaquetta may have officially gone rogue, but the Republic still supports him. They fund his revolution from the shadows, make supply drops in secret. Those Republic hypocrites want the arms factory as a beachhead, and as Balmorra's new governor, I say we take it before they mount a full invasion.
If the Republic invades Balmorra, they'll be violating the peace with the Empire.
And if they act through mercenaries, a foreign government, they'll hide their involvement, but it'll be an invasion just the same. Obliterate the factory defenses, lower the barricades that block our scans, and I'll have an army at your back. And if you can, bring me proof of Republic involvement on Balmorra. We'll expose their lies on a galactic stage.
All right. This conversation works a little bit better if you do it as a Sith, because like him just saying, hey, he pays my bills, let him live, is kind of doesn't sound like an argument that Lachris would let go, I think. You know, at least I would expect her to say, you know, oh, I'll pay you, no problem, or something like that, you know. Ah, too late. But, yeah. It works, I guess. Like, as a Sith, you kind of get to... You know, like, you are more in a position of authority, so she would say, okay, you know. But here, you're really, you know, just a hired hand, so I don't think a Sith would really let that count for much. Even, you know, if they want you, they would just say, hey, it's my decision. So, like, I think it's more her answer doesn't really make sense than his objection, you know. Like, she says, well, if you want to... It would have been kind of nicer if we'd given her, you know, a reason that works for, you know, for her logically to say, oh yeah, you're right, I'll do it. Yeah, so here, this messenger...
So we've got a Sith governor. That's a change for the better.
That's the other guy you get this mission from if you don't come from below, I guess. Interesting that they have one in both locations.
At your service, sir. Travel route is confirmed.
Shooting at spaceships up there. Glad they're not shooting at us. That's a nice effect that they use in many places where they just have these canned animations of, like, you know, soldiers, like, especially at where, like, you get from a safe area to an unsafe area. It's usually marked with skirmishing soldiers where there's just, like, behind cover, there's a bunch of Imperials on one side and Republics on the other side with cover, just shooting at each other, not, you know, like, shooting at you. Like, you don't take damage from that. What do we have in our mail, by the way? Lord Altaka. Mother advised me against this, but my vision has mostly returned and I wanted to give my own thanks. Oh, that's the Republic guy we saved. I shudder to think of what my life would have been like stuck on Droman Khas. I may have escaped the work camp, but I was still a slave to Lady Dakar. I know she's an Imperial, but she was so different back when our paths first crossed. She gave me a reason to respect the Imperials. Now all I can see is the sneering hag she turned into. I still can't believe that witch tried to kill me. Home isn't how I remembered it, but Alderaan at war is still better than Droman Khas at the best of times. I wouldn't wish that dismal place upon anyone. Hopefully you've moved on to greener pastures. Well, we did. Pastures. Whatever. However you pronounce that word. There's another person who has a mission for us. I think.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. Let us hope you are versatile. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
So, what are the ingredients for this mission?
The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davrill told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
It'll take more than a couple of implants to shake me.
That's why we hired you. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmoran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmora and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
You have a devious mind.
Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmoran people will get our message loud and clear.
Is that better than what we have? Yes. Alright. So where do we go? Okay, so I guess we do this mission and then we go to the Siege of Balmoran Arms. Ourselves some... Ah, there's a cyborg mercenary. Sir, would you like some fire? Alright, how many do we need? Recover cyborg rocket packs 3 of 5. So if those are cyborgs as well over there. Oh, engineers. You're not what we need. We need people to kill somewhere over there, I guess. We can do this. Unless someone has shot all of them already. And that's how it looks like. Are those cyborgs? Yep, those were cyborgs. Oh, that one looks good. I really walked past him. Ah. Good. Please. Yes, we got 2. Okay, so we're good. I'm thinking it might be that we did this too early. Because usually you do something further back here, like in that direction. And do that mission on the way.
Word has it, the former Balmoran Minister of Defense, Vol Argon, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Please, you're embarrassing me. I hardly tried.
Then I can't wait to see what you do when you're at your best. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmoran defector, Cavil Aaron, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
Okay. That's somewhere back there. Okay. And we need to get over there as well, so let's see how far we can get in that direction and maybe pick him up on the way back or something like that. Should work. Where is... oh, here's the transport thingy. Taxi! Taxi!
Travel route is confirmed.
Oh, I think they forgot to despawn Mako for a moment. It seems like she jumped off. Alright. See, somewhere down there is where we need to go. Across this bridge again, I guess. Instead of running. That was fun. Okay, just follow the strong line then. Oops. Maybe don't run into every enemy if we can. But the right way? Nope, we want to go this way. Okay. Yeah, so these are, like, part of these missions are ones that you do on every character. So even if we hadn't come past here earlier, you might see that on another character. Again, I'm making the big assumption, like me, that you play these games with several characters, which for Star Wars: The Old Republic is really a good idea, because you get such different story. Like, the first chapter is completely unique for your class, and the second and the later chapters are mainly, like, have a main story that's different, with some of these side missions that are the same.
Hunter, your business is death. How do you like Balmora so far? Worthless, isn't it? But full of death.
I thought this was an Imperial operation.
I thought the Lieutenant would have told you. I'm Balmoran, but I'm also a businessman. Patriotism is bad for business. So is death, but only to a point. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
What's so scary about them?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. There are camps in the Gorinth wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard.
Alright, so we got a new belt from him, which is the main reason why you would do these purple missions. And also we got a mission-specific item, like this anti-stealth device. And you can just drag that out from here and put it somewhere on your bar. And then trigger it when you're near. So if we go past the lifts and then over there. So we want to go up there, really. I think we'll do these on the way back or something, because they're really close here. So let's see if we can go up somewhere. Well, we can go here, I guess, and then head up. Let's see if that works out. Where are we going? This way. Okay. There's also a few... here is one of those areas, you know, where, like, these throw things, but they don't actually damage the enemies over there. That's left to you. No, I don't have a collecting ability yet. Gathering, or whatever they call it. Alright, follow the map here. Ooh, something crashed here. That's always nice, like you drive past stuff and there's just so much stuff here and you just like take a moment to look around, and you know, they put some effort into making it look at least a little like there's been battle here. Several crashed ships here. And you know that stuff is huge. Like most games put like a few small, you know, like shuttle size things there for you. But in this game, like, everything around your characters is gigantic. And you know, that kind of fits with Star Wars, you know, there was like a lot of Mako is a way better shot than I am, apparently. I think she got like 3/4 of them. Let's see if we can just zip by without... Oh, he fell down. Okay, where are we going? I think we want to go left. Yeah, on the right is a... That's a mission-specific area. I think... It's always a little weird how the plants kind of seem to grow in the background. Like, you know, like you don't really have many plants there, and then slowly they load the detailed version of the plants, and there's more that just pop out in between. It's a bit like, look, there's someone coming. And here again, you know, like, you could fight here, you could get your experience. Oh. They're coming after me. Hello, have fun.
This is Grand Marshal Chiquera to all personnel. Last night was a hell of a fight. Outnumbered 10 to 1. And we still beat back the imps. Victory's coming, boys. Keep this up, and we can all go home.
In general, don't go... Disable, destroy the power droids. Oh, drat. stole the droid. Like here is one. There's something I can show you here that might help if you're in a situation like this and you need... You saw that this was the item you need to interact with. You can on the map. It actually has here a selector where you can change your instance. So I can go to Balmora 2. And hope that there's no one there who already took your item. Let's hope they didn't transport me too far away. I don't remember like where they actually, if they keep you in the same location if you change instance. Yes. And you see like it's here. So like there will be other players around me now, but if I pick a less populated instance, then you know, players won't have used up the items I need to collect. Okay, so let's find more powered down droids.
It's a fortress. I don't think the Balmoran freedom fighters could maintain a stronghold like this without outside help.
Oh, someone already took this one. But hey, at least we can destroy the internal sensors here. Hello, sir.
Just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Someone else's companion got into trouble with Alright. But so if you're stuck because you can't find a certain mission objective, you know, like because other players have taken it already, that's a good opportunity. The last time yeah. The last time I played this mission, I did it on a character that could stealth, so become invisible. So I just zoomed around all those enemies. Which, by the way, I don't strictly recommend trying to avoid combat too much. Ah, this one has respawned now. Because if you do that, then you don't get the experience for those enemies, of course, and that means you'll be slower to level. So, to a certain degree, you will want to, you know, engage in combat as well as you can. Alright, we got you too. Wasn't there one here? Ah, over there. Do 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 do. So you might be wondering, like, why am I doing this? Triggering this enemy after I've already noticed that, or like interacting with this robot when they've already started shooting on me. Well, the one thing is this is pretty early levels, so, you know, they're not yet that dangerous. And the second is, as soon as I've taken this one over, no other player can come along and just sneak past me while I've, you know, attracted the enemies and steal it from me. That doesn't happen a lot, but, you know, especially here where the items are kind of rare. it can happen. So in this case, I just went like, oh, let's be safe.
Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
All right. Got you all. Ah, back there is another one.
SWTOR here. I want to talk about sacrifice. My troops and I gave up our homes in the Republic. But the rest of you weren't given a choice. Your planet was taken from you. You're giving up everything to get it back. That's the real deal.
I kind of love these voiceovers. I mean, on one hand, it's a kind of a cheap way of getting the backstory to you, but it also means you don't have to wait for a cutscene. Ah, over there was another one that I didn't get, I guess. So I could use any of these internal sensors here, by the way, but I'm actually saving one because while these robots are only here in these areas, only here in the downstairs area, there are lots of these things. Like, you don't have to do it, they're bonus. Oh, we don't need any robots anymore. Right, I've got them already. Never mind then. Okay. But anyway. So the but so in case you're, you know, like on a hurry or something and don't want to do the robots, or have done the robots already and didn't get any of the others, there's more internal sensors up here. So you can always get those. Right. Click. Come on.
This is Grand Marshal Chiquetta. I've been hearing grumbling lately. People saying the Republic abandoned Balmora. Well, I may not be Republic Army anymore, but I'm still a patriot. So don't say it to my face. The treaty may not have left us much choice, but the people of the Republic are still behind you.
Those enemies didn't notice anything here, huh?
I'm not scared of you.
This might have been a bit overkill, but hey. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Hi, robot. Aw. Oh, right, maybe I have a robot as well. Yes, I do. And why are all my settings for the nameplates? Nameplate on self, nameplate on my companion. Let's see. Apply. What does the pet? Always show health bar, always show class symbol, always show nameplate on friendly NPCs. Is that the... okay. I guess I'll turn those off for now. Hope I won't regret that later. I think it will make the vendors no longer have the nameplate, but we'll see. The vendors.
Darth Lacris, can you read me? I'm lowering the barricades to the Balmoran arms factory.
I hear you perfectly. We'll start scanning the interior now. Hold on. Someone cut through this interference.
Pardon my interruption. I'm Grand Marshal Chiquetta, formerly of the Republic Army.
You're about to be overrun with Imperial troops, but this doesn't have to be a bloodbath. Talk to me, Chiquetta.
You won't like what I have to say. I'm not a complete fool. Once I realized you planned to lower our defenses, I sent a few friends.
Jedi Knight Raylon Nis, reporting.
Tempest Squad, reporting.
Fresh volunteers who have taken a leave of absence to join the Balmoran Resistance. Taste of what's coming.
I'm surprised a Jedi could arrive on Balmora unnoticed.
We've got a few tricks left.
Go! Go!
First, clean up the small ones. Okay, now get the Jedi. Jedi flambe. All right.
Can you hear me? This channel is still open. Did Chiquetta send a Jedi?
Along with a Special Forces team, he claimed they weren't with the Republic.
I'm sure he did. My people are performing a full scan of the factory now that the defenses are down. I'll patch you into the report.
My lord, we're detecting unusual signals from inside the factory. What appears to be a hyperspace beacon. It shouldn't be possible. It must have taken them decades.
Don't underestimate their engineers or their resources. What can you do?
In theory, starships could follow the beacon and jump-in system almost directly overhead.
The Republic is flying reinforcements straight to the Balmoran arms factory and bypassing our defenses.
You know where to look. Scan for enemy transports approaching the factory.
Picking up. There are dozens of ships out there. Silhouette is Republic Special Forces, Triumph class.
This is how they did it during the war. Multiple strike teams, strategic objectives, one Jedi per military squad. They took entire planets. They know we see them. They're rushing to land now.
If they're heading to the factory, we can stop them from the ground.
Agreed. Take out the landing platforms and guidance systems. I'll have attack squadrons blow those ships out of the sky. Fail me now, and we perish with Balmora.
Okay, we got our first implant. So, implants are basically just another excuse to get you more stats. So you can have 2 implants and 1 earpiece. So that's kind of, I guess, cyborg technology. So you can just right-click it to equip it, so no big deal here. And that's how you can slowly increase your stats. Anything else here? Bolt Blaster Mark 6, that's the old one. That's all old stuff. Good. So that's it. And we got a credit box, which is just something you can click and then you get a bunch of credits. I think they just make these credit boxes and don't give you the credits directly. I don't even know why. My guess is it's probably something like a replacement for something. You know, often they gave you For example, in the old days, you didn't buy. I think I demoed that you can have certain items like here. You can equip a barrel, a mod and an enhancement, or armor mod and enhancement for like armor parts, and those contain the stats, and your actual items just provide the looks basically. You used to buy these mods and enhancements and stuff using special crystals, and then at some point they changed it so it was just credits. And my guess is that these credit boxes were probably, you know, just the replacements. Everywhere where it said, give me, you know, give them 15 crystals, they just changed it to give them an item that is, you know, 50 credits or something, which is the rough equivalent, so that you can still buy stuff. And you know, like upgrade your items and things like that. Just made it. Bye-bye, Mako. Mako, where are you? Come on. Even the bot's already here. Dismiss companion. Call companion back.
You forgot about me.
Ah, there you are. Finally. So it's just one enemy. I didn't try to like get out of the fire or anything like that. And that's where we go on. So again, this is it's kind of cool how they managed to make everything look this gigantic. And on this, at the same time, you know, not make it impossible to... Ah, we have a bonus mission to get 25 of these people. I guess we should get started then. Excuse me, sirs? I need a bonus. So somewhere down there is where we gotta be. Ah, I see something blue already that wants to be interacted with. Boom. That took a bit of damage. So one less beacon. Oh, somebody already blew up that beacon. That's rude. How rude. Let's see. I think there's a spaceship up there. Yes. Ah, okay. Luckily I knew where it was, otherwise somebody had already blown it up. Right, come on. Yes. Poof. Oh. Another one up there. Sometimes I wish I had something that can boop him off this wall, then I could just get things done in peace. Beep. Boom. Generally, here in SWTOR, it's always kind of,
This is Darth Lacris. Our ships are closing on the Republic transports. Keep destroying those landing pads, and there will be no escape for the enemy.
Oh, there's the other one. It has refreshed now. Let's see if we can get past it without having to fight everyone. Two guidance systems. 3 guidance systems. They really can't hear in that bucket. I wonder if they can also not aim. Like the Imperial troopers in the movies. Okay, we've done all the guidance systems, so now we just gotta get up there. Hello, ladies, gentlemen. They're all kind of... There's another one there. And we made another level. I guess this wasn't the fighter we're supposed to destroy. Exactly, that's the kind of ability I wanted to have. Okay, not the one. Okay, one is up there, and what is this? Oh, 25, so I guess we're good destroying them anyway. I guess we can go over there now. Woo! Where is the last one? It's there, okay. But yet you see how huge there's a big spaceship over there. I think that's also Republic. And then there's like here a huge landing pad with a force field, and here are landing pads. It's just these maps are so big. And you know, that's really something that's really something they did well in this game, that they remembered that Star Wars had such a sense of scale and made their engine so that actually would work. Mako, take cover! That girl's gonna end up deaf one day.
Attack squadrons engaged. We've downed 6 Republic transports. I'm calling in additional ground-to-air weaponry.
Let's hurry up a little bit. 13 of 25, so we're just over half, I guess. No loot. How rude. Up there, I guess. Let's Try to avoid the one on the left if we can. Yes.
It's a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Did they forget to fall over again, or did I just get disconnected from the game? I hope it's the latter, because... Ah, someone's fighting here, so I guess we're good. Okay. Are you coming up here, or... Okay, let's let you get ahead. You were here first. Or maybe not. That laugh is, well, I guess if you don't want to, then I'll do it.
Only a few targets remain airborne, and they've got nowhere to go. But one transport slipped past us. I'm sending in ground troops. You intercept that ship at the factory's upper landing pad. No one survives this attack.
Alright, which one is that? Repelling invasion bait and switch. Disguises. That's the one we want to go to. Okay, whoops. Alright, we need how many? 18, so we need about 7.
Not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Maybe we should pick up with fights with groups of smaller enemies instead of the single large ones. That will improve the count. There. Don't know why that didn't work at first. Where am I? 22, so I need 3, and you're only 2. What kind of a service is this? Alright. Is there someone we can shoot? That won't be so much work. Don't think so. I guess we'll get you. Alright. Oh, we should have our bonuses, right? Yeah. Repelling invasion. Is that the one? No, disguises. That's the wrong way. Repel. Oh, okay. It seemed like I... Ah, he saw me. It's fun when the sounds from other players come by. Makes it seem a little more lively. I mean, in this case it was a little confusing because it was that beep 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 for the countdown for the ship exploding, and it was kind of like, wait, did someone throw a mine at me or something? So let's see if we can just run through the middle. Oh, Mac. Guns are your religion. Okay, that's what Mandalorian says, right? I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet. No spoilers, please. Why wouldn't he? You weren't sneaking or anything. Well, no, but usually you can go through in between, you know? They're basically blind inside these helmets. That's how most of this game works. It's just you walk past in between people. Okay, I just have to go straight ahead. So let's show these people.
Not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Alright. Could blow these up as well, but I don't think they give us anything. Beep. I haven't seen it neither. We don't have D+ in Poland. Yeah, in Germany they've announced it for, well, effectively April 1st. Of course, to avoid it being seen as an April Fool's joke, they went and said, hey, it's March 31st, but, you know. Yeah, so yeah, it's taking a while for this to get into the other countries. My guess is, you know, they did such a big delay because they wanted to, you know, like have everything prepared but be able to say, oh, it doesn't work out with that streaming service. Cancel all the international launches again before we've even started. See, I can just walk past them, and like these ones didn't even notice me really, and these back there are still standing there and not even noticing that their friends are dying. And those don't even have helmets. But yeah, so I guess they probably just wanted to you know, have the opportunity to cancel everything. Or who knows, maybe it's also, well, you know, like on one hand they of course wanted to launch Disney Plus with not just Disney content but also something big, Star Wars, since they had it, you know, prepared for about then. But and so I guess they didn't want to hold Star Wars back for 3 months so they could release it simultaneously. And maybe there was some other, you know, sometimes there's like, you know, they sold exclusive streaming rights to like some other TV station or something. And then they can't start their streaming service with that. And then maybe they went, okay, in these countries it's sold to this bigger corporation. You know, like to, I don't know, Sky or someone. And so they wanted to wait so they could do their new show after that exclusivity had run out. I don't know, there's like dozens of reasons why something like this might be late. But it's still annoying as a viewer, you know, because people, especially if you're, you know, international in some way, because every You know, like because like people start talking about details from the movies or whatever. It's just, yeah, not quite suitable for the internet age anymore. You're not sure when they launch in Poland because you don't know if they categorize you as Western Europe or Eastern Europe. Oh, yeah, that's of course, that's always a problem with Poland. Like, yeah, Poland is, you know, it's EU, of course it's Western Europe, but then you go, well, it used to be Eastern Bloc, and so I guess you get that a lot. That people say, well, Western Europe gets it then, and Eastern Europe gets it then, and you wonder, like, are we considered big enough, important enough right now? Yeah, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, like, if they only split it up in East and West, then you have to draw the line, you know? They just say, like, one half and the other. Sorry, I just bumped the microphone again. But not according to Disney, because they gave 2 dates for Western, Eastern. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, I understand how they would do it first in the US and maybe Canada, or maybe even in English-speaking countries, you know, and then go, okay, we need a little bit of time for dubbing anyway, so why not go and, you know, improve things, why, you know, give them a separate release date, and if it totally bombs, we can go and say, oh, we're not gonna publish it, or I don't know. But I wonder, like, what was the reason for them to being late? Like to having this 3-month, 4-month delay between those movies, between the release in different countries. Like, often it's something like years ago, when they didn't think of things like this, they sold exclusive rights to, you know, like Netflix or Hulu or something. That's often the case. Because, you know, they have, like, rental windows and things like that. That's also why you can see shows disappearing off Netflix and then coming back, or also being for purchase on Amazon Prime or iTunes, and then disappearing for a while because someone has an exclusive, and during that time you can't actually do it. And developing yeah, but I don't know, I think, like, if they have the time to get the infrastructure in the US, you know, I would expect, like, usually setting up infrastructure doesn't take very long, because, you know, basically it's just buying hardware, getting lines, and, you know, most states are, you know, like, either it's a state that always gets stuff later because it just doesn't have enough infrastructure. But, like, for example, Germany, why is there a 4-month delay? They have, you know, like, internet lines have been run, Netflix and Amazon Prime are running fine. So there's nothing really Disney has to do except find some co-location area and, you know, set up some hardware, basically. I mean, I know it's more difficult than that, but it's other companies have done it already, so I don't think it takes so long that that, you know, the US would be a better proposition and easier to do earlier. Yeah, you need to test stability and everything, but you know, it's, I mean, I can kind of understand if they do it from scratch. Well, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, with Amazon, I understand, like, Amazon has, you know, hosting. So, like Amazon sell load balancing services and all that stuff, so they have infrastructure all over the world already, and they probably just had to go and make sure they launch it in a time where not everybody else also needs the lines, and then maybe, you know, slowly upgrade capacity. But I still think that for Amazon, it was probably basically just flipping a switch. But they have the networking infrastructure for stuff in most countries, just because they sell to like you notice whenever Amazon is down, like half of the game online MMOs are down as well because they use Amazon servers. So like usually when both Blizzard and SWTOR are down or something like that, then okay, it's an Amazon outage. Things like that. But yeah, I guess for Netflix, I don't know what Netflix are actually using. I think they might have been on Amazon as well, but I don't remember. And I mean, of course, if Disney, and you have Akamai and a few other companies, so I don't think that's a big problem. Like, most countries are well connected to these bigger services. So I would think, even if your launch is delayed a little bit, unless, like, I can kind of understand, Disney maybe doing stuff where they don't go and say, like Disney might not want to pay to a potential competitor. Well, I don't know. I remember when it took about 1 year or something for a movie to make it to Germany. But like these days, there is so much, infrastructure, and we have the internet, and so much stuff can just immediately be transmitted and is there in all the countries, and they, so the only thing they have to do is wait a few months to, at worst, is schedule a few months at the start before they launch something to get the dubbing in. But even then, why couldn't you put the English version on, Amazon Prime or something, or even Disney Plus in that case? I guess they're probably kind of thinking that they can sell exclusive German rights, or generally can sell German rights better for, like, I don't know, DVD releases or something if it's at the same time. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's just, like, given, like, Netflix just launches everywhere on the world, it kind of seems weird. And Amazon Prime as well, it seems weird that Disney would wait 4 months. Or, say, hey, we release 4 months early in the US. Maybe they just... I mean, they did it, like, in December, right? So maybe they just wanted to get the Christmas business in the US and didn't manage to do it elsewhere. Maybe that's it.
The fleet may be lost, but my Padawan and I can hold the Imperials while you regroup.
No. You've got your ship, we've got a few of our own. I want you to get the non-combatants and the wounded off Balmora. After we handle this. You're damn tough, you know that?
How many years have you survived under siege? You've had a good run.
It's not over yet. I've got Jedi at my back and the finest armor Balmoran Arms ever designed. Ignore the scratches.
We can cover your escape.
Let's see what an old man can do for his troops.
Whoops.
You're gonna get it now.
Targeting. Padawan should be the weakest. Chiquetta didn't start fighting right away, so that's why I waited for him. And now we only have one person to deal with. Almost sounds like I had a strategy besides just randomly pushing buttons. Whee! Gotcha. The Jedi have already become Force Ghosts, it seems.
Good fight. You've got, well, you've got something I don't have anymore.
It's not too late to stop more killing.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I know how much the Empire wants to expose the Republic's involvement in Balmorra publicly. I confess the truth of the invasion, if you help my men.
Talk, and make it good.
Let the Balmorrans and the non-combatants leave. Treat the Republic soldiers fairly, as prisoners of war. Help them, and I'll tell everyone we violated the treaty.
Agreed. You're more useful alive.
I appreciate that. Sounds like your troops made it inside. Keep your word. I'll keep mine.
Time to go, Chiquetta.
Sir, Squad 815, Darth Lacra sent us to reinforce your position.
Take the Grand Marshal into custody. We're done for now.
Understood. There's fighting all over the factory, but it looks like a victory. Orders are to regroup at the outpost when you can, sir.
Alright, we got him. Fun fact, if you don't do like I did and clean out all the enemies here, they will still be standing around here when your reinforcements arrive, which is a little bit silly. I mean, there's still a few back here, I guess. It's not like Netflix launched worldwide. They also had stages of release. Yeah, I guess like when they originally launched, they were late. They were delayed as well. I remember like in hearing about, oh, the US have this service called Netflix now. And I mean, Netflix started out as one of those, you know, DVD rental services. Ah, see here. These that we didn't attack are still here. So, I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't know, I guess it's just been so long, but like all new releases from Netflix are usually at the same time, like if they're from Netflix themselves. I mean, they're not, of course, if it's like, you know, for example, Star Trek, which is, you know, CBS's own streaming service in the US these days. But then they, Netflix got the rights. So, in that case, of course, they didn't give... You know, the launch dates weren't quite the same time. Okay, thanks for being here, Mac. See you elsewhere, I guess. Thanks for watching. Yeah. I'll probably have another half an hour or something, and then we'll call it a day here as well. But so far, it's looking good. Wait, what is this? Okay, there is something I'm supposed to deal with out there. There's something here. Which missions are these? This one is Administrative Complex, and this one is Remove the Homing Beacon. Oh, so that's right around the corner here. That's good then. Let's see if we can just get past you. Yes, we can. That's how it goes here. Can't see out of their buckets. Triggered it wrong. Alright, gotcha. Conquest objective. Still don't quite know what these conquests are really for. There's no way to make this more subtle. It's not going so well. You can see Mako's health going down. Oh, because we're being attacked from behind as well. Got Mako to respawn back here, that's better. See if I can get you to do anything. You know what we could do? Could get this guy frozen so he's not that annoying anymore. Yeah, Mako can take care of him now. Okay, finally. Level are those now? They're all still pinned to the same level as mine, so should be fine, really. Guess those are two mini bosses. I hope they don't mind that I attacked a bunch of resistance people. Could have probably snuck here and done this without... Alright. Plant the homing beacon. So now I need to go elsewhere to actually apply it. Okay. Didn't remember. But I mean, it makes sense that we have to switch it out and put it somewhere else. That's what the directive was. I kind of expected the other ship to be right next to it. Hi Stimpy, how's it going? Oh, and thank you for hosting. I didn't even see the notification. I hope the notification worked This is a new setup, so I'm not 100% sure. I think I did like a small alert test when I set it up, but I might have modified something and covered something up. Yeah, I was focused on the game a bit. There was a moment there where I thought I would actually die. Which, you know, really in this part of the game, it's usually fairly easy. You don't usually have to be that focused on it. How are you doing? How's it going? Someone blew up something. Oh, okay, so that's the garbage ship. Oh, that was the one we went to earlier that didn't actually need to be exploded. Now I get it, why that one is over there. Whew. Sorry, I'll have to kill you again. Haven't I killed you before? Okay, gotcha. Nice. You worked a bit on your sound settings, but it isn't much better. You'll either need a better microphone or a place where it picks up less noise. Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed today that I think there's a bit of a... Oh no, actually right now it's better again. Like a moment ago there was like a buzzing, which sounded like a fan wasn't good or something. So I was worried about my audio as well. It's not easy. It's like every stream there is something where you think like, oh, this should work the same way as before, and then suddenly it's like, oh, no, actually... Mako, here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky that I actually got... My microphones are old ones that my parents had. So I only needed a USB to XLR adapter, and so I have a fairly decent microphone. So I don't even know like what these microphones would have cost in the shop. Especially since they're a brand that I could find. Like I actually, like when we talked about audio recently, I looked up like my microphone brand, like whether I could find any decent links or something. There was pretty much nothing there. So it was probably like some, you know, like either some audiophile brand that has long since gone down the stream, or it was, you know, just some store brand of an electronics store or something, and you can't find out what it really is. But works pretty well. I think I still need to have another look at my levels though on this computer, because I think my voice is just a little too loud. Like the microphone occasionally goes into the red, which is not what you want. Okay. The nice thing about elevators. Woo! Nice thing about elevators is that you don't. You can look over and fix your audios. You reach 250 hours streamed. Ooh, that's nice. I'm not actually... I should check what I have, but I think I'm not at that. Like, I have a bunch of, you know, like, road to streamer or partner or whatever the thing is called. So I have a bunch of those achievements that they show you. You want to upgrade your bandwidth so you can stream 720p. Yeah, I don't know what the achievements, whether it's partner, affiliate, or something like Road to, whatever it is. My biggest problem right now is that generally I stream 4 days a month, so like weekends, of course, Sundays, and I think they have like one thing that says like, oh, you need 7 days a month or something like that. So that's not something I have time for right now. And I don't really want to, you know, like, don't really want to stream on Saturdays. Right now. Because, I mean, I possibly could, but just, it's not something I could do regularly, and so I'm not currently aiming for, like, affiliate or partner right now. It's just something nice to do on the weekends. Yeah. Yeah, with the streaming, like, I have a fairly decent line. I think it's like 50... What is it? Gigabits? And so I can technically stream 720p, but it goes up and down a little bit. And so, I mean, I'm streaming 720p right now, but I occasionally have like moments where it suddenly goes, okay, I couldn't stream, I have a frame drop, or something like that. So, yeah, that's a bit more difficult. Why am I running this? I guess we want to go to the outpost, yeah. So let's teleport there. I think it's that outpost, I hope. I don't remember. You have 2 Mbit and you stream 480p without any issues. Yeah, it's, of course, it's always
awful. We
like...
aren't going through that, are we? I don't want to end up another forgotten body in this no man's land.
What is awful? Okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it of course depends on like how much you are like whether your connection is symmetric or asymmetric or something. Although I think you said you were in Germany, so it's probably similar to what I have. A 2 Mbit, really? Isn't it 2 gigabit? Shouldn't it be 2 gigabits or something? No, actually 1 gigabit should be... I guess I have 50 Mbits or something like that. But that's, you know, like, basically that's the total, so I have less up. You do have 2 upstream, okay, yeah. Because I don't remember what I have upstream right now. But, you know, it's probably not more than 10, and it always depends on, like, how you're connected. So depending on, like, your provider, it could be that Twitch is just connected so badly that you can't really stream to them the wrong way. And have 25, okay. Yeah. I mean, 480 is also a lot smaller than 720, of course, because it's, you know, it's factor 4. And of course that might also depend on like how badly you compress it or something. I mean, I have it set to 1100 right now, like my streaming I think that's kilobyte per second. I actually don't know because they're usually not very consistent about whether they use uppercase or lowercase b to mean bits or bytes in OBS. But something like that. Ah, too late. But yeah, so that seems to be about what I can do upstream fairly well. And I hope it doesn't look too bad.
Darth Lacris, Grand Marshal Chiquetta is defeated, and the Balmoran arms factory is broken.
You smell like smoke and blood. Let me show you something.
My forces received supplies and intelligence from the Republic. We knowingly and illegally attacked Imperial targets by order of the Senate. We broke the peace treaty that keeps our worlds whole, and for that, I apologize to all citizens of the galaxy.
There are protests on the streets of Coruscant. Republic ships are withdrawing from 3 sectors. You humiliated them.
Now that Balmora is secure, what do you intend?
I'm gathering troops for a clean sweep of the Balmoran arms factory. I'm making it my base of planetary operations. My governorship would be very different without you. You have my gratitude for your assistance.
The Balmorans have suffered for a long time. If you want to end the Resistance, show them the Empire is not their enemy.
I have my own plans for the people here, but I'll remember your advice. It's time I return to ruling. There are new reports of Resistance activity. Should you choose to remain on Balmora, perhaps I'll call on you again.
Yay! Ooh, and now we get our first relic. So relics are again something like this that just gives you more stats, and you can have 2 relics. So let's see. Focused retribution, serendipitous assault, defense lower, or endurance and power. What do we want? I honestly have no idea what I need. Let's see, 70 of your mastery stat for 6 seconds. Power. I think my main thing is power, isn't it? So I guess I need one of those. 9 endurance, 2 power. I don't really need defense. I guess let's pick this one and see what it does. Not that it matters too much, but one of these days I gotta find out where I can see like what the important thing is for my character. That's another companion gift. That's all stuff that I can sell. Okay. So I guess we're done. I'm trying to remember. I think you meet Darth Lacris somewhere. Again. At least there's often cases where you meet them again. So, where do we go next? I guess Corinth Canyon. Oh. So go to Corinth Imperial Outpost, I guess. From there, do what I promised. And then we might be good for today. My problem with the internet is always that it seems to go up and down, which, you know, like I'm on cable. So, you know, you have a shared bandwidth with everyone. And basically they're selling you like maximum almost. Like they have to, like if they're too far below, then of course you don't get you know, it wouldn't be legal, but so let's trigger this thing.
Not just a pretty sidekick, Buster.
Oh, I think I triggered the stealth troopers. I like this ability, the Shatter Slug. It just like you shoot at one in the middle, and the ones next to it go down from the shots. Yeah, got one. Come on. These are kind of almost like operating a hand crank. They're even just level 18. They just take so long. Okay, I guess let's go back to that area up top and see, because there was someone there before. Oh, there still is someone, or is someone again. I cannot use this now? What? Find nothing here. Try somewhere else. Okay. Maybe here. Yes.
Get it now.
Okay. Got them all. Good thing. So now we found all the stealth troopers. I guess I should have explained that a little more. So you remember when I said the mission gave us a mission item, kind of like this one, but the mission is already cleared. And so I dragged this in here, and I can trigger this in this area. And then it goes poof. So I don't need it right now anymore, but it helped me. And it would shock those NPCs around here and give me some extra enemies to shoot. looks like, I don't know. That looks like this should be the rear end, not the front end. Alright, let's go back and turn in that mission. And turn in a few other missions, I guess. I hope we can see the ending of the Perel mission now. That would be a nice ending to that, to this stream.
No more surprise attacks. Good. Captain Rigel is on Holo. He wants a word with you.
I asked you to do a job, and you sure outdid yourselves. We'll all have medals by the end of this one. Word is, the former Balmoran Minister of Defense Volargen might come down to Balmora. He's playing right into our hands.
The microphone is picking something up. I'm not quite sure what that is. Hope it doesn't sound too bad on stream. Where is the former? Yeah. Try our hands. Okay.
What's the last mission?
Well, that's part of why I called. Now that the wilds are secured, we're ready for the final push. Colonel Vrain, head of the Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps, has come to oversee the action. He's at the Sundari outpost, in striking distance of the Resistance's main base. It's now or never.
So, Sundari outpost. That was here. Okay, I think we can do that. Next time or something, let's go back to Sobrik and turn in that mission. Over there. I'm not sure whether it's good or bad that, you know, like you could just like drive around sideways if you want. And you know, people do that occasionally. Oh, nothing to do here. I thought there was some mission to return here, but I guess not. I was just about to do the control style jump up the, you know, mantle up that wall, but that doesn't work in this game.
You want to be on top, gonna need the skills.
Quell interrupts the target's current action and prevents that ability from being used for the next 4 seconds. That's good. What was this one? Purchase all movement impairing effects. Okay, I think I swapped these usually. And that's it.
Come back, you might learn something.
So those are always like you want certain abilities like that all characters eventually get. All classes. You generally put them in the same places if you play multiple characters. And so at first I didn't, and so it was always like some on many of them, like the third ability you got was like an interrupt, but then on others it takes longer. And so I had it for a while. I had it on 3 or all 3 or something like that, and then later I realized, okay, let's just put like the interrupt and the you know, resist stuns or whatever ability on the right, so you always get like one that you can use when someone has interrupted you or stunned you to kind of react to that and kind of shorten the interruption. And then, of course, your healing, I think the game already puts your healing ability on the very right when you start, so that's fine too. And the rest is just like the most frequently used ones are in the front, so I can just go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on any character and will do trigger some sensible abilities. And then the rest goes further back. And then usually like some healing-ish abilities I usually put at the end. Like here's a shield, so that's usually a good one. And the vent heat is kind of the one when, you know, like I've used too many abilities in a row to get some abilities back.
Success. I've just received word that Colonel Sartius has been placed under arrest. Under arrest. If only I could have been there when Sartius led his men into that garbage transport, weapons drawn.
More gear swoons in admiration for Master.
This is priceless. Admiral Ivanus is already on his way. He wants us to meet at the spaceport. You've done me a great service, Bounty Hunter. Credits feel insufficient. How can I better reward you?
I want to be there when you meet the man. See you get your reward.
Yes. How fitting that the individual who helped me achieve my goals will be at my side to greet the Admiral. And he'll enjoy meeting someone of your skill and ability. I think both of you would benefit. Meet me at the spaceport. Your presence as part of the grand entourage I present to Admiral Ivanus will make the occasion truly memorable.
Morgir wants to go. Morgir can be part of the occasion.
Oh, very well. But mind your place. I'll see you at the Admiral's docking bay, Bounty Hunter. Don't be late. A very bright future awaits us.
Okay, bolt blasters, body armor. Yep, I guess that's what we get. Doobie-doo. And equip that. Oh, we've changed color now. Yellow. But that's fine. Alright, and do we have a vendor that we can sell stuff to?
Old-timer like me got a lot of tricks for sale.
Can't sell to trainers. We should probably find some... There's some vendors down here. Okay. Alright, and where is the spaceport? Is it right next to us? It's up there. Surely there's a vendor somewhere near the spaceport. And now we do our mission. Our actual mission. I don't know if that's really...
They don't have to use those guns while we're here.
It's always a little interesting how... you know, like, how would the honor codex of a bounty hunter work? Like, if you... Or, well, of a mercenary, at least. Oh, that's a vendor, I think.
Your money's always good here.
Sell junk. Sell the rest. Alright, and repair, I guess.
Come again.
So, over on the right is where we're supposed to go. So yeah, I wonder like how that works, because you know, like, you wouldn't hire a bounty hunter if you had to expect that someone else hired them to you know, deceive you or something like that. So that seems a little short-sighted maneuver. Kind of like a cab driver robbing their customers, you know. But on the other hand, you know, This secretary of his is pretending to be harmless too much, hmm? Maybe. Are you armless?
Ah, there you are. Just in time. Admiral Ivanus's shuttle has
She
already
does have a
arrived.
gun.
I hope you're ready.
Relax. He's just a man.
Yes, you're right. No different from me. Shh. He's coming. Admiral Ivanus, sir. I can't tell you what a singular honor and pleasure this is.
You worthless incompetent.
I beg your pardon. What have I done, sir?
It's what you failed to do. You're in charge of intelligence. Colonel Sartius's failures are your failures.
No, sir. I warned Colonel Sartius there were many problems with his strategies.
Silence! You pathetic excuse for an officer. I've come all the way here just to see you executed in person.
No, sir. I can explain. I just... You, bounty hunter, help the Admiral understand. Explain it to him.
I'm a bounty hunter, remember?
You brought a bounty hunter with you, Pirel? What were you thinking?
Thinking is not one of Pirel's strengths, Admiral.
What in the Emperor's name is that?
Murgia. What?
The name's Morgir, Admiral Ivanus. I'm a bounty hunter on the Great Hunt, and I am here to kill you.
Oh, hi Num Nums, thank you for the raid. It's a little late though, I'm about to finish this up. But thank you all for being here. Hi Cheeseman1.
Watch out. She's an assassin.
Guards, kill her!
Die, Imperial scum!
I'm not scared of you.
Alright. She has a health bar. Yeah, that was a clever maneuver of our opponent. I might be slightly burning. Oh, I'm on fire. That's not good.
I can't believe Murgia was an assassin. Thank the Emperor you were here to avenge the Admiral. I'll see to your reward personally. The Governor of Balmorra himself will hear of your invaluable service to the Empire. Can I count on your discretion concerning my relationship with Murgia?
My silence can definitely be bought.
You'll be most pleased with your reward, my friend. You have my word, and everyone will hear about your noble defense of the Admiral. You'll be a hero of the Empire.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It's been a singular honor meeting you. I'll see to cleaning up this mess. Best of luck in your future endeavors, my friend. Farewell.
I can't believe we pulled that off. What a crazy hunt. I mean, honestly, did you know Murgir was the other bounty hunter all along?
Figured it out toward the end. Didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Next time, clue me in. Looks like we're done with beautiful Balmorra. We should get going while the getting's still good.
Whee! We didn't even have to shoot the general ourselves. That was good. Pass the loaf around. So, Num Nums, how's it going? Did you stream some more? I don't remember what you said. Or, I guess you did if you're raiding with lots of people. What are you playing right now? You said it. Let me just scroll up, I think. Here, oh, are you starting The Witcher? Was that it? Ah, Macrotis was what you're playing, right. Right, yeah, you said that last time. I remember I was in the stream and you said you were about to play this. And we all enjoyed the voice of the mother going beep beep beep. So many puzzles. Oh, cool. That sounds good. Yeah, the games I'm currently playing on stream here are not very puzzly. Like, I previously did the, what is it? Tales of Monkey Island, so the Telltale sequel to Monkey Island. That was fun, but neither Control... I mean, Control has a few jumping puzzles at best, and Star Wars The Old Republic doesn't really do puzzles that much either. So yeah, haven't really done any of those on stream recently. Although I think I should have one or two that are... Oh, right. I got Gibbous for Christmas, so that will definitely be a puzzly playthrough that will be coming up one day. Oh right, we didn't do that last mission. Oh well. We can do it later. I don't think it was super important. Anything we wanna repair? Okay. And now use our holo terminal. I think that was up here. Yes. Oh, right, there's this vent in here somewhere that goes whoosh. Every time. And I think the opening page is this spot or something like that. Or maybe this one.
I've eliminated my targets on Balmora.
Old Wall, I confirm. It looks like things got messy, but you made a clean getaway. Credit for Admiral Iverness goes to you. Keep it up and we'll know you weren't just lucky. Luck out.
Whee! Tarnished steel militias, blaster pistols, bolt blasters, blaster pistols. I guess... Blaster for everything. Experience. Free-to-play players begin gaining reduced experience and valor points at level 20. Oh, that's a new one. Experience reductions can be offset using experience boost items found in the cartel market. Okay, I guess that's why people recommended I keep the experience boosts that I get during leveling. That makes sense. Alright, I guess we have a new weapon now. And now we're going to Nar Shaddaa, and I think that's where we might call it an evening. Yeah, this is all puzzles. You're stuck to one at the moment and had to give up on it for the night. Yeah, that's always the problem with playing puzzle games on... Well, I guess it's with any game, because, you know, like, if there is any kind of challenge in the game, then you can just end up, you know, doing a boss fight over and over and over again or something. That's kind of like Star Wars The Old Republic in that regard is fairly kind to you, because like most of the story leveling stuff, you know, is not that challenging. Oh, we have Mako to talk with.
Been poking around the HoloNet, heard a few things that seem suspicious. A Jedi, 2 Imperial colonels, and a Hutt came down with bad cases of dead within hours of each other. Had to be great hunt targets.
Doesn't matter what the other hunters are doing. Stick with me, and we'll win this for Brayden.
Too bad we can't bottle that crazy optimism of yours. We'd make a fortune. So, I looked up the manufacturer of my implant. Weird stuff. Exclusively government contractor. Everything on this model is classified.
Guess your parents had plans for you. Maybe following in their footsteps?
You think they were SIS? Whoever my parents were, they got their hands on one mother of a top-secret gadget. Don't know what that means yet, but I intend to find out.
So we know more about her past now. Interesting. You can't give up. You were getting tired. Yeah, that's what that's what coffee is for. Yeah, right. I want sleep and I need to be up early. Yeah. I never sleep on weekends. I'll be having another crack at it tomorrow. I hope I solve it or it's going to be very dull. Yeah. But usually, like, I had the same issue with Control when, with my Control playthrough, where I went, I think I went 3 hours on that one boss fight, and then when I went into, started the new stream, it was, I think, one death.
Hunter. Sleaziest place in the galaxy. Your target is the Eidolon, a professional assassin with a right scary reputation. Branded himself as the assassin who could kill absolutely anybody. For the right price, of course. Spent several years proving it, too. His background is a mystery, but he used to do a lot of work for the Hutt cartel. I'd suggest looking up Gellerin, a Twi'lek who works for the cartel. Word is he hates the Eidolon more than just about anybody. Oh, and when you find your bounty hunter rival, give him my best before you blast him to pieces. Happy hunting.
Nar Shaddaa. I always knew I'd find my way back here, just didn't picture it quite like this.
You're from Nar Shaddaa originally?
Yep. Grew up on the streets. Those were some nasty times. Then Brayden took me away from all that. A few things you should know. The Hutt cartel pretty much runs this place, with the Exchange and various gangs trying to carve out their own piece. Krista mentioned Gellerin might help us track down the Eidolon. I remember that Twi'lek. Used to be a scummy slaver. Had a bad rep, a real ruthless creep.
Let's hope he decides to be cooperative.
You'll convince him. You have a way with people. A lot of things might have changed while I was away. Let me track him down. Should we head to the promenade and see what Gellerin has to say?
Alright. How can you be stumped while Stimpy is not present? Yeah. That'll be interesting. You should have a human spoiler machine ready that spoils on command only. Yeah, anyway, in Control, I had that thing where, like, the next day at the start of the stream, I did it, and it went fairly easily all of a sudden. Like, I think it took me, like, 2 or 3 tries, but, like, it was short tries, I think. Sometimes just sleeping over it once is all that's needed. Whee! Anything down here? We have a nice spaceship, by the way. Oops, I turned too much. Still not used to this new mouse. Alright, so let's have a peek at Nar Shaddaa, and that's probably when I'll call it a day. Because I do have to work tomorrow. did that with Ori. Spent a good 45 minutes trying to climb a wall, stumbled across the same wall later, and did it in one try. Yeah. Yeah, that just often works. But it's like it's always kind of my nightmare when playing a game on stream is ending up in a situation where I go, you know, and say, you know, where I kind of go like, I can't continue here. That's always bad. That's why games with, you know, different difficulty settings are always so nice. Because they're, you can just, you know, if you can't do it on a higher difficulty, you can always switch to easy, and usually there is one, you know, so easy difficulty that at worst you could use that and get over it. But of course Control doesn't have a difficulty setting. So yeah, that's Nar Shaddaa. Amazing space city. A hive of scum and villainy, as they say. So, yeah. I hope that will entice you to come back next weekend. Again on Sunday. So at the plan is I usually start at 5 p.m. my time and then play Control for about 3 hours until that playthrough is finished. And then usually from 8 to 11, like now. So now it's about 20 past 11 p.m. where I am. I'll be playing Star Wars The Old Republic if I'm not too tired. So I hope you will join me for that game. You want Ori 2 now. There's a bunch of something 2 games that I want. For example, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 would be really nice right about now. Mass Effect 2. Well, Mass Effect 2 already exists. If you have Xbox thingy, you can download a pre-order of Ori 2, but you don't have Xbox. Okay. Oh, is that the Xbox Game Pass that also exists for PC? Or oh, you said me too. Now I get it. Okay. It was just all caps. Shout. Ori 2, Stimp takes over the forest. Yeah. NumNums wrote me too, but with an uppercase E, so I guess everyone read that as Mass Effect 2. That was all. Okay, yeah, hopefully see you next weekend at on Nar Shaddaa to continue our bounty hunter mission here. And hopefully finally win the Great Hunt someday. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass you can get on PC. It's, you know, it's the usual Microsoft thing. Like Xbox Live Arcade was the thing where you got a Microsoft login to play games with other people on PC as well, not just on Xbox. And so Xbox Game Pass is actually, there is an Xbox Game Pass for PC and there is Xbox Game Pass for Xbox. Fun, that naming, isn't it? For example, when Xbox Game Pass came out, they had, I don't know if they have that deal still, they had a, it was like $1, €1 in my case, deal where you could get a month of Xbox Game Pass for €1. And so that's how I first started playing The Outer Worlds, because that is yeah, because, you know, like for €1 you can just try it. And then when I found out I liked it, I bought it on, I think it was on Epic or something. You think you probably just wait until it releases and get it on Steam. We'll need to save anyway. Yeah, I mean the Xbox Game Pass is you know, one of those subscriptions. So it's like if you're fast at playing games, then you know you can get away a lot cheaper because you just pay, what is it, like $20 or something, or 10 even? I don't remember what the monthly price was if you get the full price. That €1 thing is a one-time only, like your very first month. And then you can then of course it makes sense to just play it and get it in that month. If like me you take several months to finish a game, then you know, you probably pay $60 in like 3 to 6 months, and if it takes you that long to play the game, then you might as well buy it right away at full price, and then you have it and have it to keep and don't have to keep paying to play it again. Especially with like replayable games. At least for the Outer Worlds, it was actually possible with slight trick to transfer your save game over, so that was nice. I didn't have to continue. I didn't have to restart the game completely. So yeah, RE1 only took about 4 days, but you think you're going to go back over it to try to get 100%? Well, it's an option. It's nice. Okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. Thank you those who were lurking. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have feedback or something, you know, you can Twitch message me or something, or if you know other ways of getting hold of me, then you can use those. And see you next week. Bye-bye.